Hello. Whoa. I've just caught sight of myself with these glasses. These are new glasses, okay? And I'm very Edna mode. I love it though. I don't care what you think. I like them. So, anyways, hello. If you're new here, you must think, who the hell is his wife? Who is she? Well, who am I? I'm that divination witch, okay? I go by that divination witch online, and my name is Sarah. And welcome. Everyone's welcome here. This is my witchy safe space, and no question is a silly question. And I'm trying to get that through to you all, especially you newbies. Nothing is silly, just bloody ask and I'll answer. So, how y'all doing? I hope you're good. Now, I'm going to talk about our favourite lady. Yeah? Are you waiting? You heard us? You heard us right? Yes, I'm going to talk about Hecate. If you are new, she is my everything. I love the bones of her, even though she probably doesn't have bones. But I just love her so much. She's my mother. Not literally, spiritually. She is my main goddess and guide through life, and I wish I could give her a hug. I just bloody love her. And I know a lot of you do too. And that's why I have this channel, especially for Hecate. Not just for her, but, you know, it's a dedication to her. Anyways, rambling. You'll have guessed from the title what this video is about, so I'm going to shut up and get on with it, right? See you in a bit. Just to quickly say, welcome if you are new here, and if you like what I do, if you want someone who will help you and be no nonsense, down to earth, grounded, well, hit subscribe, because that's what I try and be, because no question's a silly question, and we were all new once. We all started somewhere. I've also got a link tree just below. If you're interested in getting a reading from me, I've got an Etsy and a Patreon, so I'd be so grateful if you could check it out. It would mean the absolute world to me. Thank you. 5 things I would do differently if I met Hecate for the first time today. It's that age-old thing, but in a witchy way. I'm just getting my notes. What would I do? What would I do if I was a kid again? Oh, if I was 21. I mean, my grandma used to say that, man. And now I'm saying it because I'm 35 this year. I could cry. So, right. The first thing I would do is not be scared. Now, I remember when she first reached out to me, and it's not just me that's been through this. Hecate reaches out. She's mysterious. You're new to this. She is normally a dark figure. She likes to wear a hood as well. Sometimes you might not even see her face, so it's like you're seeing this figure and you shit yourself. You're like, oh, who's that? What's that? What you do? Ma? It's scary. Now, when I first started working with her, I had a friend at the time, and I've said this on the channel before, we are no longer friends. But I'll never forget when I said, oh, I found my spirituality. Finally, I'm going through this awakening. Hecate has reached out to me. I'm working with her. I'm learning from her. And you know what the response was? Oh, Hecate, she's dangerous. She's dark. She's scary and evil. No. That's why, or part of the reason why I started this channel, because she's none of those things. Sadly, however, there is a lot of information like that about her online. And for newbies, you hear the word dark, you think evil. You hear the word demon, you think evil. You hear the word dark, mother, or words, evil. It's hard to deprogram ourselves, even for those of us who weren't really from a strict religious background. It's still in our bloody psyche. It's the way it is. I still get it now. I do. Hold my hands up. I still get scared. And even though logically I know there's nothing to be scared of, I do. You know? It's not so much with Mother, with Hecate anymore. It's other deities and other spirits and other paths that I get afraid of sometimes. We've got to push on, and we've got to think critically. Use our brains and just think, right, let's look into this. And that actually leads me on to the second thing I'd do differently. And that is to take my time to get to know her more. But yes, I wanted to know everything there was to know about Hecate. That's not possible. First and foremost, we only know what we know. As humans, anything in history, we only know what we've found and what we've pieced together. We don't know the full picture. We can't time travel, at least not yet. So we don't get to know an accurate 100% representation of what happened back in the day, whether it's Hellenic times or before. So we're never going to know 100% the full extent of how she was worshipped and her history then. But not only that, she's very complicated and very complex. And the Hecate I know may not be the Hecate you know. You know, she's normally a mother figure. But to some people, she's a crone. And to some people, she's a teacher. And to some people, she's the maiden. And to some people, she's more primal, like Brimo. There's so many sides to her, so many epithets to her. And it's not just her. There's other goddesses that are so similar that I swear, I call them sister energies. But it's like, are you not from the same thing? You know, the same collective, the same archetype? So it's hard. It is hard. And we can never 100% know every single thing, sadly. But that's the way it is for humans too. Even the love of our life. We can know 99.9% about them, but we don't know every innermost thought they have. As much as we may love that person, we just don't. Because even we don't know everything about ourselves. We just don't. That's life. We're growing and learning. You know, it's discovering ourselves. Even when we're in our 30s, 40s, 50s and beyond, we are discovering ourselves still. So I would be more patient, and with that in mind, like, don't think you have a lesser of a connection with her because you might not know one thing. Well, someone else might know that thing. Doesn't matter. It doesn't mean she doesn't care about you or that you're any less of a witch or a follower of hers. Stop it. And then number 3. And this is very important, so listen. Stop worrying that you have pissed her off. Do you hear me? Stop it. I'm guilty of it too. I'm a hypocrite telling you this, but stop it. Shh, I'll give you a slap. She is the most understanding goddess there is. She understands so much. Like, we are humans, we are flawed. We are blah, 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 blah. But we are not perfect, all right? And we have flaws and we make mistakes. And even with the best intentions, we can cock up, but that's just life. She gets it. She's not going to throw her toys out the pram. That's what they say where I'm from. She's not going to throw a hissy fit just because, I don't know, you offered her white wine and not red or something ridiculous like that. She cares. If she's in your life, she cares about you. She's not like this jealous, silly woman. You know, she's understanding and compassionate and caring. So just stop it. You haven't annoyed her. You haven't pissed her off. She's got better things to do than to be smiting all the human race. At the end of the day. At the end of the day. Why am I saying it? I feel like I'm having a mugshot. These glasses are doing something to me. They're doing something to me. Anyways, number 4. What was it? Oh, yes. Allow her to guide me in shadow work sooner. Shadow work. A bloody scary word. It's not all that scary, really. It's psychology on yourself, basically. It's addressing the things you don't want to address, the uncomfortable and hurtful and sad things and the traumas and the things that's happening to you that make you cringe. And you're like, oh, no, I don't want to remember that. Oh, my God. Well, you've got to remember it because it happened. Whether you like it or not, it happened. And you know what? Learn from it. And I avoided that for the longest time. And some of us are stronger than others. Some of us can face it head on, straight away. But what I would say is don't avoid it altogether. She, like I've said, is understanding, compassionate, kind, caring. She's not going to just chuck you in and say sink or swim. bitch. I had the bitch on. She's not going to just do that to you, all right? Baby steps, my loves. Baby steps. Don't avoid it altogether. Don't. Try with something just mid-cringe. Something that might give you the ick. And go from there. That's what I'd say. And then the final finito, number five is stop putting pressure on yourself to get everything freaking right and every single offering right. It kind of goes in with the whole, I've pissed her off, I've upset her. Oh, love, you're fine. I get people asking me a lot about what they've offered her, how they've offered it to her, like the deep none, and I left her this at the crossroads, is that okay? I missed the last new moon. Is she angry? I offered her this, but I didn't offer her that. Have I messed it up? You can't mess it up. You just can't. Not with Hecate. And not with most deities, if I'm honest. If a deity cares about you, they care about you. It's like, if you give, a real loving mother, I know we aren't all blessed with that, I know. But if a real, true, loving mother, the stereotype you think of in your head, a real, true, loving mother, if they get a gift, they're not going to shun it. It could be a crappy handmade card, finger painting or something. It could be something from the dollar store, the pound shop, whatever. A mum is going to say, thanks, I love it, because the sentiment is there. And that is Hecate. Now, even if she isn't a mum to you, like I've said, she could be a teacher figure or whatever. It's all personal. She's still not an a-hole, and she's still not going to say, all right, you, what, how dare you? You gave me salmon. I wanted mackerel, you bitch. No, there are bigger problems going on in the world. There are literal wars going on in the world right now, and atrocities and terrible things. This poor world is suffering in general. She understands. People make mistakes. People are learning, but not just mistakes and learning. Sometimes people haven't got money. Sometimes people haven't got the resources to be able to do fancy things. I mean, even for me, where I live, sometimes it's difficult for me to get out and go to a crossroads and whatever. I don't do that as often as maybe she would like me to. I hold my hands up. But she isn't going to smite me for it, and she gets it, It is what it is. There's no right and wrong there. I hope this has helped, okay? I hoped it has helped. And my silly goofiness has put you at ease, at the very least. If you have a question, let me know. Don't be scared. Put it in the comments. I'll help you best I can. And until next time, stay safe, stay witchy. Bye.